planning an escape from your winter blues down to Punta Cana, you're going to love the sandy beaches, the friendly people, and lots of tourist attractions on and off resort if you're staying in an all-inclusive. But after multiple visits to Punta Cana, we've realized that there was some stuff that we wish we knew about before we headed down the first time. That's the purpose of this video, to let you know everything you need to know, be it if it's your first time to Punta Cana or if it's just your next time back.
If you find this video helpful, please leave a like and subscribe for more videos just like this one.
First thing to know about before going to Punta Cana is complete your e-ticket in advance. You need the e-ticket to get into the country. Before, you could only do this within 72 hours of flying out. But now, things have changed, and once you have your flight booked and you're planning to travel down to Punta Cana, you know when you're entering and when you're leaving, what airline it is, and the hotel or the resort or just the destination that you're staying at, you can complete your e-ticket at any time. When we last went to Punta Cana, we actually completed our e-ticket like 7 months before we flew out.
But we were at the airport with another group that didn't even know about the e-ticket, so they were filling out the form right before their flight.
It's a time saver to do the e-ticket. It's recommended that you do. You're not going to get kicked out of the country, or at least I haven't heard stories of people getting kicked out of the country. But if you don't have to spend 1 minute more than you have to at immigration, don't. Fill that e-ticket out in advance. We're going to put a link in the video description below for where you can go right now to fill out that e-ticket if you've got your trip booked.
Another thing to consider is to pre-arrange your travel from the airport. Once you arrive, there's actually 2 sets of security processes you have to go through, so it can get really busy and hectic, and the heat, it can get really overwhelming.
The airport experience is stressful enough, so then having to figure out where to go to find your ride to your resort or your hotel, you don't have to worry about that. There are many ways that you can pre-book from a reputable source online beforehand. And through many travel companies, they actually include transfers to and from your destination in the ticket price. So if you're going to an all-inclusive, it might already be taken care of. And there's a little transportation hub at the Punta Cana airport that will point you in the right direction of which bus, which taxi, which cab, or just where to go to catch your ride.
I remember walking towards the area where all the taxis and buses were. There was so much going on, and there's a lot of people kind of pushing you in different directions. It's best to have that ride already set up and know where you're going, because there's a lot going on at that stage.
Another thing to keep in mind, have a couple of dollars in your pocket, because even when you do get to the stage that your bags are being loaded onto your bus or into your taxi, if somebody from the airport is helping you load, because there are going to be people there waiting to grab your bag so they can load it into wherever you need to go, they're also going to look for some appreciation, which translates into a couple of dollars for picking up the bag and putting it in the back of the car. If you do want to see more about the Punta Cana airport, we do have a complete video on the experience at PUJ, so make sure you check that out. Also, we'll link that in the description below.
And speaking of money, another thing to consider is just to keep your US dollars. You do not need to exchange your money into Dominican pesos.
USD is considered legal tender in the Dominican Republic, and if you're going to a resort, or if you're even going off a resort, that currency is accepted as tips. And outside of tips, you might not even need to bring any money, because you can actually use your credit card at most places down there. When using our credit card at various places, it actually gave us the option to choose which currency we want it to be charged to, if it was American or if it was Canadian dollars. So with some of their point of sale systems, they'll do the exchange for you right there live on the spot. Let's talk about the weather. You're going to an island in the Caribbean. It's going to change. It's going to change a lot throughout the day. So don't fully believe what you see on your phone's weather app. You could be getting ready to fly down to Punta Cana and all you see is clouds, clouds, clouds for the next 7 days. That doesn't mean it's just going to be cloudy.
Oh no, it'll be cloudy for like maybe a moment, but the sun is always there. And even the rain is not that bad. We still enjoy the pools and beaches, even with a little sprinkle.
On a hot day, nothing's more relaxing than just like a quick hit of rain to cool you down. Not a downpour, but you know, it's nice every now and then. But if you are spending a lot of time outdoors, one thing to not forget, and this, I might sound like your mother speaking here, don't forget your sunscreen. The sun is hot. You can burn easily. You don't want to turn red and not enjoy your holiday or suffer from heat stroke. bring that sunscreen. You'll be glad you did.
Even when it's overcast, the sun is still there and you will still get sunburned. So, yes, I'm doubling down on that. Bring your sunscreen and apply. Even if you're melanated, bring sunscreen and wear it as well. It's important.
One thing you have to try is the coffee in the Dominican Republic. Make sure you take time daily to order a coffee. They take pride in making coffee, and you should take pride in bringing that coffee home. So my tip, save room in your suitcase to bring home Dominican coffee. It is amazing. And we have another tip on how you can make sure there's room available.
Pack some snacks with you on the way down, so you have some snacks to enjoy in your room or at the beach. The food there is pretty good, but it's nice to have some snacks from home.
Exactly. If you want some comfort food late at night, pack that snack. It's there for you when you get to the resort. You eat it while you're there, and then you make room in your suitcase for Dominican coffee.
Exactly.
One thing you won't be drinking in the Dominican, and if you do, stop, tap water. Gargling or brushing your teeth with the water fountain on the tap, that's absolutely fine, but don't rely on the tap water to stay hydrated. If you're going down to a resort, there's going to be bottles of water available in your room daily, and you can find some more bottles throughout the resort if you ask at the bar. So you're not going to be at a shortage of water, but don't rely on the tap water. Don't drink it. Gargle it, use it to brush your teeth. Don't drink it.
A lot of people bring down reusable water bottles or a Stanley cup for drinks. Bring one down for water as well.
You can go to the bar and they can fill up your water bottle with water, and then your second water bottle with a beer or a cocktail or whatever. You're on vacation, so enjoy yourself.
Punta Cana is one of the most popular tourist areas in the Caribbean. There's lots to do, lots to see, but there's also a lot of locals walking the beach trying to sell you goods. Part of the beach may be private, but a lot of it is public as well.
And with Punta Cana's economy reliant on tourism, it makes complete sense why you're going to find a lot of salesmen on the beach trying to sell you things like clothes or braiding of hair or pictures with monkeys or parrots or this and that. We didn't find them overly pushy, where if you said no, they would walk away, but there was a lot of them. So expect if you're going to spend an hour or two on the beach to be approached multiple times by people who have something that they think you're going to like.
A lot of resorts in Punta Cana have a security guard at the beach to make sure that nothing bad happens and make sure that everyone's following the rules and everyone's relaxing and enjoying their vacation.
If you're getting set to go to Punta Cana in the near future, have a great time. It's an awesome place to spend the winter. Hopefully, these tips were helpful for you, and you'll know a little bit more going into it on what to expect and prepare yourself for your big Punta Cana adventure.
If you found this video helpful, please leave a like and subscribe for more Punta Cana videos just like this one.